Hello, everyone. I hope you all could get me. I don't know why I'm having trouble with Facebook. I'm having trouble again. I need to check Facebook to make sure that it's looking okay. So, um, okay. Bear with me here. I'm looking on Facebook. It's saying that it's getting ready to go live. I'm not sure why it's not going live. Um, okay. All right. So I think what I need to do is just tell people to come on over here to um, YouTube. So bear with me. This is a crazy kind of thing here. Okay. If you're tuning in, go ahead and say hello and put your comments in the comment box. Today's topic, by the way, is what the Gate 41 is teaching us about realizing your dreams and visions. So, as you know, the Gate 41 is part of is coming in. The sun is coming into Gate 41 this evening on the East Coast at 8:50, and it starts the beginning of the Human Design New Year. So please join us on YouTube. Sorry, I can't talk and type at the same time. Hold on. Trying to get our Facebook people over here to YouTube, or at least to let them know where we are. Nope, that's not it. Okay. Sorry for the delay, guys. I'm just having issues with YouTube or with Facebook. And it happened last week too, so I need to do something about that, figure out what is happening. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Well, thank you. Oh my goodness. Hi, Joe. Hi, Dorothy. Hi, Soul Prism Collective. Yay. It's good to see you. Sorry that Facebook isn't working. I'm just going to go ahead and remove that. Oh no, I can't do that, can I? Because people need to know that they need to find us here. So, yay. La Busisto, welcome, welcome. And happy early Rave New Year, Human Design New Year. Today we are talking about the teachings of the Gate 41 and what that means for realizing our dreams, our visions. And we're going to start after we circle up. We're going to start with just a little bit of information about what it means for the Gate 41 to be the beginning of the Human Design New Year. So before we get started, everyone, if you're in a place where you can put your feet on the ground and close your eyes, let's go ahead and do that. And take a few deep breaths. We are finally here together. I appreciate your patience with me moving the time around and the days around, feeling much better today. So much more energized today. So thank you so much for being here. And as I'm saying that, I'm just seeing us like coming around in circle, in our energetic circle, with our hearts beaming. I see everyone's hearts kind of beaming today and shining brightly, so to speak. And it's just so beautiful and energizing. So as we come around into this virtual circle of ours, let's just acknowledge that from this heart energy that we are beaming out and using to connect with each other, we are creating a container and a space for others who will join us in the future. So today we're going to go ahead and set our container, put up our tent, so to speak, and put the stakes in the north, the south, the east, and the west, so that we have this beautiful round, circular, teepee, yurt type of imagery. That's how I see it. And we're all sitting inside with our ancestors around the wall, taking all of this in, loving us with their beaming hearts of energy from all of our lineages and genetic lines and spiritual lines, spiritual lineages and genetic lineages, it seems. And as we do this, let's just feel the energy raising, increasing, multiplying, and we open up the crown chakra of our group experience. That's an interesting way to put it. The crown chakra of our group experience, where we have collectively the energy from source, from the source of all creation, that animates us ultimately through our form, that connects us to our understanding of our own spiritual nature, that is coming through very strongly today into our container and filling it up, filling each of us up, filling our ancestral line up, our ancestral lineages, and moving down very strongly and palpably into the earth. So feel that running through your feet, divine source energy running through your feet, down into the earth, anchoring into the depths of the earth so that it fortifies and enlightens the aspects of our soul history that are contained within the crystalline structure of the earth. And that moves up again into our feet, our legs, our torso, our neck, our head, and back up to divine source. So back up through our individual crown chakras and the collective crown chakra. Whew. Okay. So as we do this, let's just set some intentions for clarity, for inspiration, for upliftment, for encouragement, for whatever it is that we need in this space at this point in time, for our own transformation, our own grounding, and the transformation and the grounding that we facilitate upon our earth, individually and collectively. And when you're ready, come back into our space. All right. So thank you so much for being here. Oh, and I forgot to call in the energy of Gate 41. So I actually have a little bit of I have 3 slides today that I want to share, and I actually put them on slides, put my visuals on slides so that we wouldn't have to, I wouldn't have to be going back and forth so much. So let's see how the technology works here. Okay. All right. So we are here at Gate 41, and I wanted to show you the mandala because Gate 41 is down here at the bottom where the root center is. And this is the I Ching mandala that is sort of like the clock for the archetypal themes that we are living out at certain times in the year. So, we're in an Aquarius energy with this Gate 41. And it is the place where everything starts again, or everything. It's known as the stop codon in genetics, in the scientific genetics. And what that means is that the geneticists have uh, converted the information of our DNA into a pattern, into letters in a pattern. And I believe the letters in the pattern are, have it written down here somewhere. I think it's A, T, G, and C. So when in that pattern, there's a part of that code says ATG. It That is the part of the code that geneticists have interpreted to mean that it's what lets our DNA and our cellular structure know that it's time to create something new, to start something new. So as we go around the mandala here, the 41 is this stop codon. It's this codon of, okay, we are here to start something new, a whole new cycle of experience. So this starts at around 8:50 on Eastern time this evening, and and then that's when the sun moves into the gate 41. Okay, so where is my next slide? All right. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about what the gate 41 means. Gate 41 is known as decrease, the limitation of resources, which maximizes the development of potential. So it's the gate of contraction. It's part of this sensing circuitry. I'm pointing on the screen, and I know that you can't see it. We're not in Zoom where you could actually see it, but if you follow the 6447 down, and you follow this whole line down through the head, the ajna, the G, or the throat, the G, the sacral, the root center, then you get to the 41, which is pointing up to the emotional solar plexus, and then via the 3635 to the throat for expression and manifestation. So this is the collective sensing circuitry. And it carries the qualities of holistic, right-brained, experiential, and it's a projected channel because it's part of a projected channel. So it is a projected energy, meaning that it does not take any motorized energy up to the throat. So therefore, there's this need with the gate 41 for recognition. So what are we talking about with that? Let's see here. All right. How did I get this to move before? Okay. Okay, we got that. Okay. So all right. Come on. Where's the next one? Nope, that's not it. Sorry, guys. Trying to figure out how to get this thing to run. Okay. You know, I love it that you guys are here. And if you've been watching me for a while, I think you've probably figured out what I'm doing with these live streams. I really appreciate that you have the patience to sit with me while I work out content, while I work out what it is that I need to say. So thank you so much for that, because as you know, things don't always go smoothly, and we're just kind of coming here for the connection. We're coming here to create a container, but the presentation of what I'm doing may not be as polished as I would like it to be, but you know, we're having fun with it, and I so appreciate that you're here having fun with me. So I segue. I wanted to just express that. So here we are down at the root here with the gate 41, the gate of decrease, the gate of contraction, the limitation of resources, which maximizes the development of potential. And it is the codon that says, okay, it's time to start a new cycle of experience. It's experiential. It's grounded with the past, and it is actually really grounded here with this energy of the root. So there are two ways. If you have this in your chart, or if you don't have it defined in your chart, you may experience over the next 6 days, perhaps the high side or the low side of this energy. So, you could either be the dreamer or the visionary, or feel like you are in a dreamy state where nothing really happens, or you are having these visions of what is possible and what the potentials are moving forward into this year. You could either feel ungrounded with all of your dreams and your perhaps overwhelming visions, or whatever it is, or feeling like you need to have a vision. Last week we talked about, what happens if you don't have a vision and why that's okay. You could be feeling really ungrounded, or you could feel this root pressure as a grounding force in your life. Now, even if you have, like, it doesn't matter if you have a defined root center, or an undefined root center, there's still going to be some pressure with the experience of the gate 41, and there could be amplified pressure if you are amplified pressure to get your dream going if you are undefined, or you could just be in the pressure of your own adrenaline rush if you have it defined. And that can unground you, or it can ground you. And when you're living in true to your design, you can really navigate that in a way where you are aware and awake as to what's going on. Now, another low side experience is restlessness, or you can experience the high side of patience, or can be a sense of impulsiveness, um, or you could be attuned to timing. So, you guys, just put in the chat there uh, what you feel may attune you to the correct timing of your visions and your dreams, in a way where you are grounded and you are able to stay patient. So this is a quiz. So what do you think that is? What would attune you to the timing? And I'm going to go ahead and stop this. Any takers? It's a basic one for human design. I know there's a little bit of a lag. Yeah, Labu Sisto, you don't have the gate 41 defined, so you're probably going to feel this energy coming in very strongly. And it's something for you to really watch for as we start out this new year's worth of experience. Where are you feeling pressured? Where are you to get something new started? Where are you maybe seeing in the world around you where people are trying to get things started and they're feeling pressured and they're out of their natural timing? And Dorothy, you have the winning ticket: strategy and authority. Strategy and authority is what attunes all of us to the correct timing to bring our dreams and our visions to fruition. So as you recall, the 41 is right there in the root, and there isn't a whole lot of there's a whole lot of space. There's a whole lot of stuff that has to happen, energy activations that have to happen in order to get your dreams up to the throat, the energy of your dreams and your visions up to the throat for manifestation, for expression, to be realized in real life. So, and strategy and authority is what brings the right people in, the right timing of the transits in, whatever is needed for those dreams to come into reality. So yes, strategy and authority. So that's the winning ticket. Let's see. Where are we going with this? I'd like to know if you want to share what your dreams and visions, what has been on the horizon for you? I know that we're coming to the close of this cycle, but you know, in the collective consciousness, everybody thinks that we need to start something new on January 1st. So how, I'm wondering how that has influenced you and what you feel maybe on the horizon for you moving into this gate 41 energy. I just would love to know that. And, you know, if you feel comfortable putting that into the chat, that would be fantastic. And allow other people to sort of bring their energies, or the container that we have here to bring its energy to support you with those dreams. So lessons of the gate 41. What do you guys think are some of the lessons? What can the gate 41 teach us about our dreams and our visions, and how to bring them to fruition? So go ahead and feel free to chat in whatever you would like about that as well. And I'll start with some of the things that came to me. Today I have sticky notes because someone gave me the feedback the last time that I was looking down too much. I probably am still, because I've been reading the screen. So I'm trying to raise my line of sight so that I'm looking at the camera at you. So, okay. Lessons from the gate 41 about starting new cycles and realizing your visions and dreams. So gate 41, if you've studied with Karen Curry Parker, or if you looked at some of her retranslation of the strict I Ching and the original interpretations of the gates, I believe she calls gate 41 imagination. So, you know, one of the things that the gate 41 teaches us is to use our imaginations and be grounded in reality. You know, that root center. Think about the root center as being a grounding force. You know, in the 7-centered chakra system, that's what it's about. It's about grounding. It's about using, and in the 9-centered system of human design, it's about using stress and pressure in a way where we are able to you work with the drive that's there, the impulse that's there to move something forward. So down at the bottom is, you know, we have the imagination that needs to be grounded in reality. So think of this as like planting seeds, you know, and maybe if you're a gardener, it might be a little early, but some gardeners right now in the Northern Hemisphere are starting their starters, you know, inside, and they're putting seeds in the little cups, and they're, you know, with the soil, and they're just planting the seeds, right? And that seed is like the imagination of what is going to grow into a real plant. So, you know, and maybe that gardener, if you're a gardener, are there any gardeners here? Let me know. If you're a gardener, you know that it's going to be a while before you actually experience the fruits of that seed that was planted. And that's what the gate 41 is about. It's about this ability to, in a sense, have faith. Use your imagination, because the seed that you're planting, it doesn't look anything like whatever it is that you're going to pick off of that plant if it's a vegetable plant or something like that. It doesn't have any leaves, it doesn't have anything. You really have to use your imagination and trust that it's going to grow with the right timing, with the right conditions, so into what is supposed to grow out of that seed. So that's like the biggest thing. What did was it Casey Kasem, or is anyone as old as me and remembers the top 40 countdown? Didn't he used to say, keep your feet on the ground and your eyes on this, or keep reaching for the stars and keep your feet on the ground, or keep your feet on the ground and reach for the stars? That's another way to understand what Gate 41 is teaching us. So this is a place where a lot of times what I tell my clients, or even my friends, where, we're just brainstorming the possibilities of things. Sometimes we birth really, really delicious visions, really delicious dreams for what we want to see happen moving forward. And the best thing that you can do when you've birthed the vision is to do nothing in the beginning until the time is right. And don't tell anyone that you don't trust. Because what's going to happen, if you, let's say you take your seed to people who don't know anything about gardening or planting or anything like that, and you go, this is going to be an oak tree. Maybe it's a little acorn. This is going to be an oak tree. If they don't get that, then they're going to they're going to tear your dream down. So don't tell anybody. Be very, very careful about the dreams that you're holding close to your heart, and keep them in your imagination and let them grow and gestate from there. Let them grow and gestate in your heart. And when you do that, and you take the maybe set internal goals. Remember, we've been talking about goal setting. When you stay grounded with the goals that you can meet, that don't require other people, projectors, or the things that you can do, generators, when you're waiting for something to show up to respond to. When you've set those goals and you're moving toward those goals that would set the conditions for the blossoming or the sprouting of the seed. Once the seed starts to sprout, then you've got the evidence. But before that, it's just in your imagination, right? And there's something precious about just being in the imagination of things, understanding that the reality takes a whole lot more. Because, and we can shift metaphors here. Another really palpable metaphor for being grounded, using your imagination and being grounded in reality, is that is when a woman gets pregnant. And a lot of women do not want to tell anyone about their pregnancy until after they've passed that first trimester. And think of that first trimester as the Gate 41. It's in the fetus is in there. The fetus is developing. Anything can happen in that first trimester to not make that dream a reality. But you nurture it. The woman nurtures herself. The mother nurtures herself. She nurtures the fetus that's going to eventually be the baby in her arms. And she stays very grounded in the reality that things may turn out differently than what she expected. So that's the first lesson. Let's see what you guys are saying. Okay, Erica, you've been trying to understand things in a more experiential way, and then just seeing how things start to form. You follow strategy and authority to see which things you want to try. Fantastic. Yeah. That formation part is so important. The waiting for the substance and the thing to take shape is so palpable and important. And I think in our Western society, it's not, we all want to get out there and do something, right? We want to make that thing happen. And most of us need to wait to make it happen. Even the manifester in the room has to wait to be clear on who and what she initiates. So Dorothy says, hard to explain in brief, but I know I need an outlet for my voice in order to align with my design. My family is no longer cutting it. Oh, fantastic. So you've got this little bit of an inkling of a vision, right? That you feel in your body, that you're being moved toward this, needing an outlet, needing to have a platform, needing to have a way to express yourself. And I know, Dorothy, you have the 2145, so that is a gate of a voice, right? So, or a channel of voicing. So, so I'm wondering how you're sitting with that at this point, being a manifester. And I'd love to have your input on that. And Erica, I resonate with the idea of not sharing the seeds of the idea at the beginning. I realize I'm the only one who can truly see my vision in my mind's eye. And if I share it, others try to influence. That is so wise. Thank you so much for sharing that, because others do come in and they don't mean to. We can walk in a room. If you have a lot of open centers, you can walk into a room and be influenced a lot by other people. So why would you want to take what's still up in the right brain, the gate 41 being part of that circuitry that's about the right brain and the imagination? Why do you want to take that and voice that before the time is right, before it has a chance to really germinate and bloom? So yeah, very wise. And this goes back to being very clear about how you're influenced by others through your openness as well. Yeah, and Dorothy, you do have lots of waiting in your chart. There's some projector qualities in your chart for sure. But yeah. So what other lessons do you think the Gate 44 can teach us about our realizing our visions and our dreams? I'll give you the other one that I have here, and that's about waiting, feeling the pressure and waiting anyway. You know how over on the spleen side, of the chart, it's all about the survival fears and all of that. And one of the things that one of the approaches to survival fear is to feel the fear and do it anyway in alignment with your strategy and authority. So with this gate 41, the question becomes, or the strategy becomes, can you feel the pressure and wait anyway? Feel the pressure and wait anyway. Holding on to that dream. Just imagine the pregnant mother, feeling that pressure of, I've got a baby growing inside of me, but I'm going to wait until I'm really sure, until the time is right to announce that I have, that I'm going to give birth to something, right? And then, it takes months and months and months after that to eventually give birth to that baby. Yeah. So, the gate 41 teaches us to hold on to a dream without acting on it. So how easy or hard is that for you guys? I'd love to know. Do you feel the restlessness? Like Erica, you just said, you definitely feel the restlessness. And I'd love to know as we move into the gate 41, the sun in the gate 41, what you're seeing and what you're feeling in terms of the restlessness. Yeah, and Joe, you have the sun in gate 41 and you're still trying to understand it. So I'm curious, do you have the 30 with that? I can't remember. Um, and how many of you get attached to the outcome? Like that whole stream. Let me see if I can pull it up again. Let me see if I can figure out how to move it around so I can get to the whole stream of well, hold on. Let me get back to the chart and then I'll figure it out. Okay, there it is. Okay, there it is. Okay. So this whole stream of the collective sensing circuitry is I forgot what I was saying. It carries, especially on this side where they're, on the side where the 41 and the 30 and the 36, 35 channels define the emotional solar plexus. It carries this energy of that restlessness, and it also carries that emotional wave of that is intertwined with expectation. So when you are attached to the outcome, then there's expectation around, there can be attachment to expectations that, or attachments to the outcome that can bring disappointment or insecurity or, a fear of the fates with the gate 30, a sense of jadedness with the gate 35, crisis with the gate 36, those kinds of themes that that can really throw you off of the game of just being in this place where you're gestating your dream. So just curious about how many of you do get attached to the outcome, or I'm going to offer that to you to observe as you move through this first week of the Rave New Year. Look at and see, where are the themes of being attached to the outcome? Where are people not keeping their feet on the ground and while they're reaching for the stars? Where are they feeling that restlessness inside of them to do something when actually that's not in alignment with their strategy and authority? And where are you feeling that in your body? Yeah, this is a good time to really dig into your imagination, to let your imagination go wild, to journal and to draw and to, if you want to, do a vision board. And if you have a soul design, if your Akashic record manifesting blueprint is one where you are really can be really goal oriented, where you're really tangible about how you go about achieving your goals. This is a prime time for you to do your vision boards and really lay out what tangible things do you want to see in your life. Now, on the other flip side of that, if you have that aspect of your soul blueprint where you are more motivated by who you're becoming, then this is where you really want to put on your vision board, if you have one, or imagine or feel into seeing yourself in the way that you want to be, seeing yourself in the experiences that you want to have. Now, I know some of you have had your manifesting blueprints done and some of you haven't. So if you haven't and you don't know what that means, do both. This is an awesome time to to do something like a vision board or journal about the 100 dreams that you have in your heart, and include both what tangible things you would like to have to set goals around, and what who you would like to become in the process of achieving those goals. And that's what's going to enrich your gate 41 experience. Just like the mother who's gestating, who's newly pregnant, and she's gestating this fetus in her womb, maybe dreaming about whether or not this fetus is, or this child is going to be a boy or a girl, and how they're going to be dressed, and what their name is going to be, and who are they going to grow up to be, and all of those potentials have a chance to kind of come to the surface during this auspicious time of the year. So I really want to encourage you to really work with that. And again, it's right-brained, it's experiential, it's holistic. So you can sit in meditation and just allow yourself to let these things be shown to you as well. Let the inspiration come and just document the inspirations, and then sit in the pressure of that. Be in the pressure, be in the awareness of the pressure that you may feel to move forward and act on something. And then enrich your human design experiment by fine tuning your strategy and authority around that. When there's no invitation, there's nothing to do. When there's nothing tangible to respond to, generators and manifesting generators, there's nothing to use your life force energy toward yet. Manifestors, when you're not clear about what to manifest or to activate or initiate, you're in the pressure of it until something pops through, until something pops through the soil, or until you get past that first trimester. And of course, reflectors, if you're waiting for, you're just waiting in that moon cycle to feel what you're imagining, become aware of what you're imagining for the next cycle of our rotation around the sun. So let's see. Yeah, Erica's you're very left-brained. Everything you mentioned about gate 41 is a good lesson. Yeah. Happy birthday, Joe. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. That's my rendition of happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Joe. Happy birthday to you. So, yeah, fantastic. Sun in gate 41. Good time to really ponder all these things we've been talking about, and really sit in the pressure of it all while you're allowing your dream to gestate. This is where you can begin to look at what would it take to bring this dream to fruition, and perhaps start looking at the concrete steps that you can take that aren't dependent upon your strategy and authority. Yeah. So Erica, everything you mentioned about gate 41 is a good lesson. Waiting for the right time, waiting at a bigger picture, waiting at the bigger picture holistic, not getting attached to the outcome. And you need to, I need to move, breathe, and breathe a lot more lately to try and stay grounded and deal with the restlessness. I'm not sure what else is in the transits right now that could be bringing some of that on. Anything in that circuitry would amplify that restlessness if you don't have it defined. So I think that's pretty much it, unless you guys are learning any other lessons that the gate 41 can bring you in this beginning of the new cycle. I do want to encourage you to like this video if you like it, share it with friends. If you know, share any of my videos that you feel would be helpful to certain friends of yours, please share them. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And also, I think I put it in the description below, but I still have some openings in the goal setting for your soul program. And even if you don't feel like you're ready, go ahead and take a look at it if it resonates with you, and fill out the form that's on the page, the description page, because you know, we can get you ready if you don't feel like you're ready. And basically, being ready means that you're comfortable with your strategy and authority. You're open to looking at some aspects of what's in your Akashic record in terms of your soul blueprint and your manifesting style and all of that. So please go ahead and do that, or share it with people that you want to share it with. And I'm wondering if there's anything else before we close it up. Okay. I'm just waiting for a few more seconds. All right. Okay, so let's just go ahead and you're welcome, Erica. Thank you. Let's just go ahead and bring our awareness back into our connection that we have with each other through our circle. Allowing whatever activations want to come through in this new cycle to come through our collective crown chakra, moving down into our individual crown chakras and down into our energy fields, our bodies, our legs, our feet, and into the ground, so that we are grounded in this new cycle that we are moving into, this new cycle of experience, of the word I want to say is karma, but don't take that in a negative way, of cause and effect. Being able to see our cause and effect experiences clearly so that we can live the high side of them. And as we do that, let's become aware that we are connected both to the earth and to the stars. We are designed to be grounded and rooted in the earth, on the earth, while also reaching for the stars. And the right timing is so important with that, for the star aspect, for what we are receiving. And let's just open our hearts and receive the nourishment and the nurturing that's available for our individual and collective dream. And as we do that, I express my gratitude to each and every one of you, to our ancestors, to divine light and energy, to the divine source, to all of the healers and helpers who have been here, who in our midst. And know that you are never alone. Know that even when you are in the dream phase of your creations, that you have helpers in non-physical, you have listeners, you have runners who are facilitating opportunities and connections behind the scene. And all you need to do is to be grounded in your body, moving with your strategy and authority, and paying attention to the synchronicities that nourish the seeds that you've planted and start to bring them into sprouts, grow them into sprouts. And with that, take a deep breath. And we'll roll up our tent. We'll take the stakes up in the north, the south, the east, the west. We roll our tent up. And with gratitude, we go on our way into the brand new cycle that is ahead of us. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I appreciate your patience with the moving of the times and stuff, and I appreciate that you are right here with me today. And happy Rave New Year, happy Human Design New Year, and happy brand new cycle. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Take care, everyone.